Today we had to do the 27th verse of Bhaja Govindam. So we'll read it and then take up the explanation. 𝐜𝐭𝐿 Gita Nama Sahasram Dhyeyam Shripati Rupamajasram Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam Deyam Dina Janaya Cha Vittam Bhajagovindam Bhajagovindam Govindam Bhaja Modamate. This verse actually is the last one in the 14 verses which Adi Shankara's disciples are supposed to have given out. Now, this verse is a very beautiful verse in the sense it contains the entire complete sadhana for us. The four words, the beginning four words, 𝐜𝐿, ध्येयम, नेयम, देयम. If we remember that, then we are well set on the spiritual path. All the four words over here, they take care of our thought, word and deed. Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. So what we should be doing at the physical level, at the sadhana, what we should be doing at the mental and intellectual level, and also how should our speech be. That also is at the physical level only. But still, how we should program ourselves is given out over here. So exercises given out over here, very beautiful. It takes care of complete integration of our entire personality. So 𝐜𝐿 means that which is to be sung or chanted. What should we chant or what should we sing? Therefore over here words is being taken care of. Vacha has been taken care of. Gita Nama Sahasram. Gita means Bhagavad Gita. We've already seen it has come earlier also. In this text itself, Adi Shankara told us at least every day one shloka, two shlokas we should be able to read. We should read and go into the meaning of it and keep on thinking about it, reflecting on it. So Bhagavad Gita, Nama Sahasram, Vishnu Sahasranam. So both these two, the Bhagavad Gita and the Sahasranama, take care of our knowledge, faith and devotion, jnana, bhakti and shraddha. All of them we need. It's not just only knowledge at the cost of our devotion. And it's not only devotion, I walk the path of devotion at the cost of knowledge. However we express our devotion to the Lord should be backed by knowledge. So therefore all the three are taken care of over here. So therefore we should. So exercises given over here for our sadhana. So we should chant daily the Bhagavad Gita and the Sahasranama. Then at the mental level, what should we do? Mind, intellect level. 𝐜𝐿 means to contemplate on, to meditate on. Whom should we contemplate on? Whom should we meditate on? Shripati Rupam Ajasram. Ajasram means always. It's not that once a week, or in a day only 2 minutes, or half a minute in the evening, I think of the Lord. Continuously the thought of the Lord should be there with us, irrespective of whatever we are doing, our day-to-day materialistic activities. So what? All of our mind is not needed over there at all. So yes, we are engaged in our daily activities, but in the background we can always keep thinking of the Lord. So therefore 𝐜𝐿 means to contemplate on, to meditate on. Whom should we meditate on or contemplate on? Shripati Rupam. Rupam means the form of the Lord. Because it's very difficult for us right now to contemplate on the nameless, the formless, the attributeless Brahman. On the other hand, to contemplate on the form of the Lord is much easier for us. So therefore, Shripati Rupam Ajasram, always. Dasaru say, Narajanma Bandaga Nalige Iruvaga Krishnayana Bharade. So when we have been given this rare birth, rare Janma, what Janma? Narajanma. We have been born as a human being. Why waste time? It's very precious. Durlabha, very rare indeed, is to be born as a human being. So when we have been born as a human being, why waste your time is what our acharyas are telling us. Take to the Lord's name. Krishna Yanabharade. And always Nama and Nami go together. The form of the Lord and the name of the Lord are inseparable. So the moment we think of the Lord's form, the name will also be there. It is associated with it. It's an integral part. So therefore, we should contemplate on, we should do chintan on what? On the form of the Lord, the most auspicious divine form of the Lord. Shripati means Lord of Lakshmi, but our Ishtadevata. So Dheyam Shripati Rupam Ajasram Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam. Again over here, mind and intellect. Chittam means mind. Where should we take our mind to? Constantly, it's so difficult for us to only keep saying Krishna, 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 even with all our Shraddha and Bhakti. So therefore, the teacher tells us over here, take your mind. Neya means to bring, name is bring your mind to, or take your mind. Where should we take our mind? We should take our mind to Sajjana Sangha. Sangha means association. Sajjana means good people. Satsang. So lead your mind now and then to satsang, association with the good. It doesn't only mean people around us, satsang. Reading good books, hearing good things, divine glories of the Lord, discussing, reveling in, talking about His glories in the company of like-minded people, devotees. All of that is association with the good. Reading good books. So at all levels. So name, bring your mind to, or lead your mind to, the teacher says, to what? Always keep the mind always in the association with the good, or with the noble, with the virtuous. So satsanga is a very, very important part of spiritual growth. In all the texts, Narada Bhakti Sutra, Bhagavad Puran, all of them are they talk about the glory and the importance of satsang. So we should take our mind to satsang. Deyam Dina Janaya Cha Vittam. Vittam means wealth. So we should distribute our wealth. Deyam means give. Charity. To whom should we distribute our wealth? Dina, to those who are in need. So charity also is a very, very important part of our culture. It's not only in the other religions. It's there. In all our scriptures it is there. Whenever we do charity, we cannot do it without identifying with the person, without compassion. If we just throw away something because we have got more than somebody, it doesn't constitute charity at all. So charity, wherever charity comes in its truest sense, there is an expansion of our heart, an expansion of our mind. We are including somebody who is less privileged or less fortunate than us into ourselves. We see ourselves extended in that person. So the person somewhere is lacking in something. If we were lacking in that, how would we be? How would we feel? We know it. Therefore, I have more, and therefore I share it with the other person. So therefore, charity is a very, very important aspect of our spiritual growth. So to do all the other three, to chant the Lord's name, to contemplate and meditate on Him, and always go for satsangs, pilgrimage, temple, all of them, but then not to extend ourselves, our compassion, our love, our affection, our kindness to the less fortunate around us, something which will not completely benefit us on the spiritual path. So it's a very important aspect. So therefore the teacher is, of the four, charity is very, very important. So Deyam Dina Janaya Cha Vittam. Distribute. Wealth doesn't mean only money. It doesn't mean only cash or kind, everything. Emotions we can share with others. A nice word, a good thought we are sending. Other person may not know, but we are sending good thoughts to everybody. It doesn't require anything at all. We just sit down over here and we send our good thoughts to everybody. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Even that is charity. Because many of us are there. I want to be good, my welfare, my well-being. What about anybody else? Even the neighbor, I don't care. So charity is to be practiced at all levels. So it's not only giving something in the form of money or in the form of some kind, cash or kind, it also is sharing our emotions, sharing good thoughts, knowledge, our kindness, our mercy, our love. Everything is included over there. Once we start doing that, we will find our own inner equipment expanding over. And spirituality is all about expansion. Where expansion is not there, whatever we do, it's not spirituality at all. So we must learn to expand our mind and include everybody within our embrace. Why? All are none other than Lord alone. So whoever is there in front of us, known, unknown, strangers, whoever it might be, all are none other than my own Lord in different forms. So therefore, to serve them all or to extend myself and give them something is to serve the Lord Himself. Why? He is there. Not that He is there in them. He Himself is the all in different forms. So, Deyam, Dina, Janayacha, Vittam. So, these four, Geyam, Deyam, Neyam, Deyam. If we remember these four words, they all rhyme so beautifully. If we will remember that, we will know what to do in our life. And like I said, it's a wholesome progress at all levels of our personality, physical, mental and intellectual. Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, all taken care of over here. So just a small little words over there, but it's giving out so much of information to us. And to start that, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. In spite of the teacher telling us to do all these things, still we are, Nodi Swami, now iruvade hige. So even after listening to the Bhajagovindam or the Narada Bhakti Sutra or the Sadhana Panchakam or the Bhagavad Gita, we are still where we are. Why are we like that? Because of all the desires in us. And is that list of desires short list? No. It's an infinite, never-ending list. And why do we have desires and why do we enter into any field of activity to fulfill those desires? We hope that by fulfilling these desires, I will become happy. Happiness will be mine permanently. So that's what the teacher is talking about in the 28th verse. He says, Sukhata kriyate Rama bhogaha paschadanta sharire rogaha yadyapi loke maranam sharanam tadapina munchati papa charanam Bhajagovindam Bhajagovindam Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. The teacher knows where we are, what we are doing. So just to go over there and present a different picture of ourselves to our teacher won't work. He knows what we are. So therefore, the teacher is telling us over here, Sukhata, for the sake of happiness, kriyate, we undertake, Rama bhogaha, sense gratification, the tempting, enchanting sense objects that are there in front of us. Our indriyas, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, they receive inputs from the world outside. All of them are very tempting, captivating, enchanting. And therefore, we hope that by gaining all those things which have entered into our indriyas from the external world, it's all there out. Now we want to possess them all because it's so enchanting, it's so captivating. How nice it would be if it's with me, or if I hear this, or if I taste this. And why Sukhata? We are completely convinced that by gaining all the craving for, longing for, and getting all those sense objects into our life, we feel that we will become fulfilled, contented, satisfied. We will be reveling in happiness, and therefore we venture out. So, Sukhata kriyate Rama bhogaha, the teacher is saying, indulging in all sense gratification, going after this and going after that for the sake of happiness. We are only going into extremes. Excessive it is all. And then at the end of it, what is the outcome? He is telling us, paschat, after that, paschat anta sharire roga. Too much of anything is too bad. So therefore, what happens to our own physical equipment? We know what will happen to it. We are misusing it. We are abusing the beautiful equipment that the Lord has given to us. And therefore, what will happen? We hope that happiness will come into our life, but still it doesn't. Only now and then glimpses of pleasure. But still we brush it aside and again go after other things. Finally, what happened? The teacher is telling us, Sharire Roga. The body, wear and tear will be there. Decay will be there. All the faculties will slowly start packing up. Decay starts. Diseases also will come in. Because we have gone into it too much. When we eat something too much, we know what will happen to our stomach. So therefore, paschadanta sharire roga, all sorts of diseases, discomforts, ill health will start visiting our body. It's not only the physical body, even the mind and the intellect, all of them are equipment. At the mental level, agitation, restlessness, exhaustion, fatigue, anxiety. Even that is something of a disease for the inner equipment. Disease means we can split it into two. Dis plus ease. Ease means I am comfortable. Dis-ease means I am not comfortable. So this I am not comfortable, it can be at all levels of our equipment. So, paschadanta sharire roga. We do not know what we are landing into, what trouble we are landing into at all levels, physical, mental and intellectual. And the teacher is telling us, don't you know? He is telling us, Yadyapi loke maranam sharanam. In this loka means this field of our life's expression. We have come, birth has happened. Now we are all living, and finally we all know what will happen. We know, but still we don't want to accept it. The teacher is bringing it in front of us. He says, ultimately, yadyapi loke maranam sharanam. Ultimately, the end, ultimate end for all of us is death. If there is anything that will visit all of us, irrespective of who we are, caste, creed, how we are financially, how educated we are, what is our career, what is our profession, which country we belong to, state, religion, etc., etc. One thing is sure, nothing is sure. Gurudev used to say, the moment you are born, nothing is sure. How tall you will grow, we do not know. After we enter into school, how intelligent we are, we do not know. Up till where we will study, we do not know. After that, will we be employed or not, we do not know. Then after it goes on, whether we will get married or not. If we get married, whether we will have children or not. Whether we will have our own house or not. A vehicle of ours, we do not know. Food, all till we die, till our end. Will we be comfortable when it comes to food, clothing, shelter, basic needs? We do not. Nothing is certain. Everything is uncertain. One thing is sure. The moment we are born, one thing is sure, that death will visit us, whether we like it or not. That is what the teacher is telling us over here. Ultimately, in this world, he is saying, death alone, sharanam means all of us have to take shelter in only death. We will all ultimately go off to rest only in this state called death. And that is sure. That is certain for a person who is born, death is certain. Second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, one who has been born, sure death. And one who has died, sure again birth for him. That's what the teacher told us over here also. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. He told us that. So therefore, yadyapi loke maranam sharanam, even though in this world, the ultimate end for all of us is death. And when death comes, we can't take anything with us. Everything we have to leave over here. The custom officials are very, very strict. Nothing we can take with us. Even the clothes that we are wearing, the daily clothes that we were wearing, nothing we can take. What will we take with us? Only the good and the bad that we have done. The papa and the punya. That's all that will accompany us. Nothing else will accompany us. So therefore, even though we know that in this world, the ultimate end or the ultimate truth, Ram Nam Satya hai. Satya hai. That's the only truth. And that is why they chant that when a dead body is being taken to the cremation ground. Reminding the person is already dead and gone. It's more of a reminder for the people who are alive. Ram Nam Sat hai. Ultimately, it's only Ram Nam, which Sat means the truth. Truth means changeless. Never will it change. It is the only absolute existence. It's only the sole shelter and refuge for all of us. What is it? Ram Nam. So at least now realize, what is that dead person taking away with him? Nothing is carrying along with him. So it's a reminder for all of us. So yadyapi loke maranam sharanam tadapi na munchati papacharanam. Still, he says, the teacher is saying over here, still, why don't people realize? So in spite of all that, what do we do? Papa acharana. Acharana means to do, to indulge in. What are we indulging in? In papa. In papa means all the wrong, materialistic life. Going after this, going after that. So it's just never ending at all. We're trying to fulfill our desires one by one, one by one, one by one. By means fair or foul. If we want more wealth in our lives very, very fast, we know we will always take to the wrong path. Because honest means will not give us so much. So in spite of knowing all these things, still, alas, the teacher is telling us over here, tadapina munchati papacharanam. Still people do not give up their sinful behavior. All those who are walking the wrong path, the path of unrighteousness, the path of adharma, think all of them don't know. All of them know. All of them know. But still, why? Desires. Kama esha, krodha esha. Bhagavan says in the 3rd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Desires in us are so strong, so strong, so strong, that even in spite of knowing everything, still we try to fulfill them. And how do we try to fulfill them? All the wrong methods. So therefore, still people do not leave their sinful behavior, or taking to the path of adharma, taking to the path of unrighteousness. So if we want to move away from, he is therefore giving us a shake over here, shaking us up. Why are you doing whatever you are doing? Wake up now. At least now wake up, is what the teacher is telling us. Better late than never. How do we do it? We have to start from somewhere. From where do we start? Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modamate. But even to start, it's so difficult for us. Why? Fascinating world, enchanting objects over there. Is it one or is it two or is it three? No, the infinite. We just have to go around the mall, the shopping complex. Then we will know how our mind will be. Just window shopping is enough for us. We know what all those beautiful objects that are there just behind that window will do to our mind. So how to give them all up? It's very, very difficult. We may say, I will give up this, I will give up that. From today onwards, I'm not going to take interest in all the materialistic pleasures, the enchanting objects. We may say all of that. But the moment the objects come in front of us, we know what will happen. All our discipline will collapse. All the resolutions that we have taken, the vows that we have taken, all of them will collapse. So therefore, sir, how do I keep it constantly in my mind? Whenever an object comes in front of me, an enchanting object, of course we desired for it. But now it didn't come in front of me till now. Now it has come. How am I to play out my role over there. What should I do? In the 29th verse, the teacher is telling us over here what should be running in our own mind as a commentary when we face these enchanting objects in the world outside. The teacher is saying, Artham anartham bhavaya nityam nasti tata sukha lesha satyam putradapi dhanabhajam bhitihi sarvatraisha vihita ritihi bhajagovindam govindam bhaja mudamate. So something must be there. Somebody should be checking us. Who will check us? We can't have the Guru always with us, or somebody take them along with us and then say, whenever I start longing for an object, you please tell me. You start reading out the entire Bhajagovindam to me so that I withdraw. It's very difficult for us. So each of us has to do it for our own selves. The guide has to be an inner guide only. So therefore, how should I check myself when there are enchanting objects right in front of me, pleasurable objects right in front of me? Very strong they are. They'll pull me towards them. Why? Desires are there like that. We have brought our samskaras and prarabdha like that. What should we do at that time? We have to tell our own selves. So, a running commentary, silent running commentary within ourselves. It's a very beautiful shloka. So, what should we tell ourselves? We have to tell ourselves, Artham, Anartham, Bhavaya Nityam. The teacher is telling us over here. Keep this in your mind. Bhavaya means keep it in your mind. Keep on thinking, keep on thinking, keep on thinking. What should be? Nitya. It's not a practice we have to do once a week. Sunday I practiced. Monday we went shopping and then we know what will happen to us. So Nitya means all the time. Bhavaya Nityam. All the time this should be there in the background, in our mind. What should be there? Artham, Anartham. Two simple words. Artham means wealth. What wealth? We are not only talking about material wealth over here. Yes, that also is there. Because we know the fascination we have for wealth. The bank balance that we have, the property that we have, the gold and the silver and the diamond and the platinum that we have, all of that. Wealth includes everything. The houses that we have, property, I already said, vehicles that we have, everything is wealth. So Artha, material wealth we are talking about, not spiritual wealth. Anartha means it is dangerous. That we have to keep in our mind. Wealth is calamitous. Wealth is dangerous. If that is there running in our mind, slowly, in the beginning, yes, it will not be easy, but slowly, we will learn to step back within ourselves. We will come to know, as we mature, as we grow up spiritually, what are the essentials, what are the non-essentials in our life. What should we give priority? What is priority? What constitutes non-priority? Do we need all these things in our life? Now, of course, we will say yes. Everything I need. You have so many of it, but still I want one more. Plus one is always a possibility for us. You have 10 lakh, no, but I want 25 lakh. If I have 25 lakh, I want to make it 50 lakh. If we have 50, I want 1 crore, and 1 crore, I want 10. Will it stop over there? It will never stop there at all. So for us human beings, plus one is always a possibility. Anything. This many jewelry you have, one more, yes, we want. This many clothes we have, beautiful one more, yes, we want. One more car, one more bungalow, one more bag, anything it can be. All of that is included in Artham. It's not the food, clothing, shelter we are talking about over here. It's not a little bit of the comfort also that we are talking about here. It's beyond that. Ati, too much it is. Therefore, the teacher is saying, Artham, Anartham, it is dangerous. In the sense, if we start going after it, it is never ending. it will continue to drag us over there, to pull us into its fold. When will we stop? When will we come back? Therefore, we just enter into the field of activity and then go after it. One thing fulfilled, one more is ready for us. Again, we enter into that field of activity, fulfill it, one more is waiting for us. Where is the time for us? Leave alone spirituality. There is no time for us even materialistically to become a good person, wherever we are. Corruption to any extent. Is it that we don't have enough? We have more than enough for generations. Still we go after it. So artham, anartham, the teacher is telling us over here. He is literally putting his hands on our shoulders and shaking us. Think. It doesn't mean that we should not respect wealth. Why? Artham, anartham, the teacher has told us wealth is dangerous. In our tradition, we worship wealth. We respect wealth as Lakshmi herself. Wealth is respected as Lakshmi. God is Lakshmi. But the clinging attachment that we have towards wealth and the craving and longing for more and more and more and more by means, any means, irrespective of what happens to me and to my family and extended to the society and community, that has to be taken care of. So therefore, artham, anartham. The teacher says, just keep it in your mind that it is dangerous. Where will it finally lead us to? If we keep on seeking wealth, more and more I want, more and more I want, how much more do we want? And for that we keep on wasting our time. When is there time to sit and do something good? So collect more wealth, accumulate wealth, and then bury it and sit on it and guard it. Neither we use it for ourselves, neither we use it for anybody else. What is the use? And finally one day we are going to leave everything and just go off like that. For that, did we exhaust ourselves so much? Did we compromise so much? So therefore, artham anartham bhavaya nityam na asti tatha sukhalesha satyam. The teacher is saying, I am telling you the truth. God promise. I am telling you the truth. What is it in this wealth? Sukhalesha na asti. There is not even a wee bit of a happiness in the wealth that you are courting. External wealth, material wealth. You think it will give you happiness. If this much of wealth is there with me, I am the happiest person in the world. If we ask all the people who are rich how happy they are, then we will know the truth. On the other hand, very strangely, we find people who don't have so much of wealth very, very happy. So, the more wealth we have, the more happy we will be is not true at all. There is no direct proportional. In fact, it is not direct proportional. It is inverse proportional. More wealth we have, more problems for us. Fear will come in. Of course, when more comes, I want more. So dissatisfaction, discontentment, unfulfillment. You got so much in your life. Why don't you feel fulfilled and happy? No, I want more. If I have this much, why not some more? And then after that, when all the wealth comes in, fear. One is, if I spend it off, even for myself, shortage, it will get depleted. I don't want the wealth that is there with me to get depleted also. So neither we will spend for ourselves, and the fear that somebody will take it away also. So therefore the teacher is saying over here, just think, sit back and think for a moment. This wealth that you are running after, in it, there is no asti. Sukha lesha means even a little bit sukha. He is not talking about lots of happiness. Quantity wise, even an iota of happiness is not there in the wealth that you are running after. Understand? Sir, if we look at the teacher, he says, Satyam, I am telling you, really I am telling you, there is no happiness in just running after materialistic wealth. Putradapi dhanabhajam biti. A truth that is being told over here, universal. Dhanabhaja means a rich person. A rich person, for him, bhiti is there, fear. Fear that so and so will take it away, fear that so and so will take it. So many of us don't share even with our own family members how much wealth we have. How many people have gone without sharing their account number, without sharing their locker number? Fear. If I share it when I am there, they will take it away from me. Who all? My own children may take it away. My grandchildren may take it away. Or my brother and sister, whoever it is, may take it away. Somehow or the other, in the context. Therefore, we don't share many things. Very often it happens. And over here, the closest relationship is father-son or parents-children. What the parents have done when they save, for whom are they saving? They are saving for their own children. And when they don't give it out to their children or don't inform them where all they have invested, how many times it has happened? Big investments. Somewhere they have invested it. Why? For my son or for my daughter or for my grandchildren. But right now I am not going to tell them. At least have they written a will? They have not yet written a will. Because they hope to live for more number of years. Suddenly when something happens, the children will not even know where all their parents have invested. So the closest relationship or the strongest bond is between parents and children. So over here, putradapi, bhitihi. For a rich man, there is fear from whom? Is he scared of his siblings, brothers, sisters, his cousins? They will take away the wealth that he has made. Anybody else? No, his own son. So when we check around, we will know. We may not tell others, but we know within ourselves. Why that sense of insecurity is so much for all of us. Even though the more we have, the more insecure we start feeling. A person who doesn't have anything feels so secure. So the more and the more, a richest person will be more insecure than anybody else. Why are you scared of? He will not tell. He is scared of his own children also. Putradapi dhanabhajam bhiti. How many senior citizens are there who have kept for themselves, for their nothing wrong, kept for themselves their old age, for their health, including when they die, they don't even know whether their children will spend that whatever has to be spent essential for the ritual, the last rites. Why tax them? Or they will grumble, they may not do it, they will crib. I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to spend so much for a person who has gone, father, mother. All their life they have saved for those children. Therefore, many people, most senior citizens, parents, keep aside a little bit of the money and write somewhere there. Once we have gone, you can use our own money, you don't have to use your money for our rights. So that fear over there. And more a person is rich, more the fear will be there. Fear from whom? We can understand fear from thieves, robbers, other people. This is own. It can be putra, can stand for son or daughter. The daughter usually they get married and go off to another house. So the son over here. Putradapi dhanabhajam bhiti. There, for a rich person, there is fear even from his own son, for whom he is building up the wealth. Sarvatraisha vihita riti. The teacher is saying this is how it is in the world. It's as simple as that. This is the truth. Whether we like it or not, whether we want to accept it or not, the teacher is saying over here, Sarvatraisha vihita riti. This is the way with wealth everywhere. This is the way the world is everywhere. This is how relatives are everywhere. What relatives? Even the sun is being indicated over here. So therefore grow up or be cautious, be vigilant, get up. Wake up is what the teacher is telling us over here. Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. In the 30th verse over here, 30, 31, almost concluding, the text is concluding over here. Again the teacher is telling us what should we do when we are on the spiritual path. All these were precautions given to us. When we start walking the spiritual path, we're all householders. We can't sit 24/7 in the room and sit down and meditate, or be in the puja room always, or in the temple always. We have to do whatever we are supposed to be doing also. Worldly activities. We have to go to the market. Of course we have to go to the mall. We have to buy things. We meet people. We see things. Therefore, the teacher was alerting us over here. Let the whole world be there around you. What does it matter? You check up whether you need this or not. Is it my need or is it my want? If it is my need, yes, go ahead. It's a need. It's a need over there for me or for my family. But if it is a want, again we have to check up over there. A little bit of comfort, yes, all right. We have worked for it. But when it crosses a limit, then the teacher is telling us, you have to wake up. So precautions were given. So silently in our own mind, we must keep this running, this phrase running, artham, anartham. Like I said again, it is not to disrespect wealth. Just now we have finished Varamahalakshmi Puja. Again, Lakshmi just doesn't mean only material wealth. Shukrava, Friday. Lakshmi Vara, according to our tradition, is Guru Vara. Guru stands for knowledge, values, discipline. Thursday stands for standard of life. Friday stands for standard of living. Our standard of living should be backed by standard of life. We have forgotten Guruvara in our lives. Only we are holding on to Shukravara, money. Lakshmi's job is not just to give us money. She is Vidya Lakshmi, Dhairya Lakshmi, Moksha Lakshmi. Sankara calls values as Lakshmi Sampat, standard of life. Once the standard of life has been built up, then we must go and earn. And then we enter into the field of activity, our career profession, we will never go wrong. Because why? Because our standard of life is solid. So standard of living, of course, should go up. Let it go up, but it should be backed by standard of life. Then we will know our limits. We will not cross that Lakshmana Rekha. For us now, Thursday is not there in our lives at all. It is only Friday. Only standard of living. What about standard of life? We are not interested in that at all. That is why Thursday comes before and then comes Friday. Both are Lakshmi Vara. Why did it not reverse? No. First Thursday comes, then only Friday comes. First values, knowledge. In the Gurukula system, students were trained, disciples were trained, not just knowledge. Worldly knowledge also was given. Children were made to do even work over there. They know the value of work. They know the value of sweating, exhausting. And also, when they physically do work, physically they grow strong also. Everybody is treated the same. So all these things they learn directly and indirectly. Afterwards, the teacher says, now you can go home. Convocation. Taittiriya Upanishad deals with it. No fees asked. No pre-course fees and all those things at all. Children come, they get trained, they stay with the teacher for years. Boarding, lodging, giving out, everything is free. Nothing is asked. So even the king's son will be there in the Gurukula, even the ordinary farmer's son also will be there in the Gurukula. Both of them are treated the same. Both of them are given the same facilities, many. And then when they all go home, the teacher says, go back home now, settle down, earn. And afterwards, you look after your food, clothing, shelter, plus a little comfort. And then when you have a little extra, you can come back and give it to us as Guru Dakshina. Why? The institution has to run. It can run only when funds are there. It's a very beautiful tradition that we have. So over there, the standard of life very beautifully is built up by the teacher. And they see the teacher. All our rishis were married. So they see how the teacher, his wife, their children are all functioning over there. They're all role models for these disciples and for the students. And they stay over there for a long time. So beautifully they mature, they grow up, they get seasoned. Standard of life well set. Then when they enter into the world outside and earn for themselves, yes, standard of living will go up, but it will always be backed by standard of life, which is missing nowadays. So therefore, a warning given to all of us over here. Now in the 30th shloka over here, the teacher is telling us, when we sit down for our dhyana contemplation, what should we be doing? By this time, the teacher expects us all to have grown spiritually. We matured. Spiritual maturity has already come to us. And therefore, he is telling us now what to do. 30th shloka, pranayamam pratyaharam nitya viveka vicharam japya sameta samadhi vidhanam kuru avadhanam mahat avadhanam bhajagovindam govindam bhaja mudamate. Here he is telling us what we should be doing. So if we really want to walk the spiritual path and gain the benefits of it, ultimate benefit is mukti, moksha, enlightenment. Even if we keep all of that aside, our life will get enriched. There will be a meaning to our life, a purpose to our life. We will feel very fulfilled, satisfied, contented, a sense of fulfillment for having done what we are supposed to have done, having been born on this earth surface. So therefore, what should we be doing? The teacher is telling, pranayamam pratyaharam means self-control at all levels, shama, dhamma. So not only we exercise our control over our jnanendriyas, the organs or sense organs of perception are called as jnanendriyas, 5 of them: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. These are the 5 avenues through which the entire outer world enters. So therefore, first of all, a check on all the sense objects outside means we should be clear about the environment in which we are in. Why get into an environment which is going to unnecessarily tempt us? If we have to enter into an environment wherein temptations are for some reason, okay, but simply we get into it. So first of all, a control over our own environment in which we are. Then also control at our 5 organs of perception: eyes, what the eye see, what the ears hear, what the tongue tastes, what the nose, whatever fragrances come to the nose, what all things we come in contact with, sparsha, touch, sensation. So therefore, control at all the avenues through which the outer world enters into us. Control over there. And then afterwards, when things enter into us through our jnanendriyas, our karmendriyas function. We respond or we react. Very often we react. We should be responding. So the activities which come out of our organs of action. Pranayama and pratyahara indicate control at all these levels. 5 plus 5. The 5 jnanendriyas and the 5 karmendriyas. All of them should be controlled. Means whatever we receive from the world also should be under control. However, how we respond to the world outside also should be under control. Pranayama doesn't only mean breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in indicates all that which comes into us through eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. Breathing out represents all our responses through our organs of action. So 5 plus 5, we should keep them well under our control. That is what Dasharatha means. Ratha means body chariot. Dasha means 10. Dasharatha had all the 10 under his control. Therefore, he was fit to rule over Ayodhya. Ayodhya means a plus Yuddha. is equal to Ayodhya. Yuddha means conflict. Yuddha means no conflict. No conflict doesn't mean war. No war. It doesn't mean that at all. No conflict, no problems at all. Why? All the five plus 5 are under my control. They're all, I am the master of all the 10. Therefore, he can rule over Ayodhya. A state of non-conflict means the state of enlightenment. Ayodhya represents that for us. On the other hand, as a contrast to him, far removed from Dasharatha is Dashamukha, who is all the 10, 5 plus 10 turned outward, external, going outward, is Dashamukha. Therefore, down south doesn't mean north and south, North India, South India, it doesn't mean that at all. North means higher, south means lower, that's all it means. So right down his materialistic domain. So down south means it represents samsara for us. It represents the materialistic realm of experience for us. Who is the king of that? Dashamukha. All the 10 organs, extrovert. All the 10 extrovert. The comparison over there. The entire Ramayana is a spiritual journey for us. From the state of mortality to the state of immortality, having gone through everything. It's not a smooth red carpet treatment. Spiritual path is all very nice to walk. No problem, no hurdles, no challenges, nothing at all. We just walked. And then there, realization happened. No. The Ramayana is telling us how difficult it is. So therefore, Rama is demonstrating it to us. From the realm of no conflict to the realm of conflict, and then back from the realm of conflict, which is the Dashamukha's territory, back over. The entire Ramayana is indicating our descent and our ascent. So therefore, pranayamam pratyaharam, so complete control of all our faculties, nitya anitya viveka vicharam. Use your discrimination. The teacher is telling us what is nitya, permanent, what is not permanent, what is good, what is bad, what should be done, what should not be done, what is dharma, what is adharma. So do vichara, inquire into it, is what he is saying. And then what should we do? Japa, japya sameta samadhi vidhanam. Samadhi means to make our mind and intellect calm, tranquil, quiet. So calm the mind. How? Through japa, through the practice of japa. So the techniques given over there means start your spiritual practices with all self-control at the various organ level, jnanendriyas and karmendriyas. We have to use our discrimination also. Viveka has to be employed. Then sit down over there, and what should we do? Japa we should do. Why are we doing our japa over there? So that we enter into the state of samadhi. Samadhi means, dhi means mind and intellect. At the mind-intellect level, I am entering into a state of equanimity. That itself is the state of mukti moksha. Kuru, the teacher is saying do. The moment the teacher tells us to do this, immediately we rush. The teacher told us to get up in the morning at 4 o'clock and start meditating. From tomorrow onwards, I am going to meditate. So 4 o'clock we will get up, 1 hour, 2 hours. We try to do things in haste. Enthusiastic, over-enthusiastic. Over-enthusiasm is no good for us. We have to move far. We have to hasten, but we have to hasten slowly. In the Gita, Krishna says, Shanaihi, Shanaihi, slowly, slowly, step by step walk the path. So we will put little steps, but we should not backstep. Therefore, Kuru means do. Perform your spiritual sadhana. How should we do it? Very beautifully, avadhanam, with care. We should be alert. We should be vigilant. We should be cautious. The mind will trip and fall. When we are thinking of Krishna, it will go off somewhere else. When we are thinking of Rama, it will go off somewhere else. Association of ideas. Without passport, visa, we can go around the whole world, sitting in our seat of meditation. We can go around the whole world, mind can go around the whole world and come back. Everybody at home is thinking we are sitting and meditating over there. So therefore, carefully, we have to exercise great care. We have to be vigilant, we have to be alert. The mind will slip. And when we are quietening the mind, chances are we will fall off to sleep also. So very, very cautiously, with care, extreme vigilance, extreme alertness, start your spiritual journey, is what the teacher is saying. Avadhanam, Mahat Avadhanam, with great care, with great caution, step by step, why? Chances are we may fall. And when we fall, we won't even know that we have fallen, because it's not physical fall, it's a mind fall. So Krishna can take us to Krishna's sweets, where Mysore Pak is very nice, tasty. From Mysore Pak, Krishna sweets, we can go to Chennai, because Krishna sweets basically is from there. So from Chennai, we can go around the whole world and come back. So great, therefore, we have to exercise caution, alertness, vigilance, care. Slowly, we have to walk the spiritual path if we want mukti in our lives. 31st verse. Guru charanambuja nirbhara bhaktaha samsarat achirat bhava muktaha sendriya manasa niyamat evam drakshasi nija hridayastham devam Bhajagovindam Govindam Bhaja Modamate. At the end, the teacher is blessing us all. So he says, hey Bhakta, he is addressing us directly. Earlier it looked indirect also. He is talking to somebody, so many people. He is just telling indirect speech. This is direct speech over here. So he is addressing us as hey great devotee. Devotee of whom? Guru Charana Ambuja Nirbhara Bhakta. Hey great devotee, oh glorious devotee of the lotus feet of the teacher. Why? Without a teacher, we cannot walk the spiritual path. Guru vina gulaman aguva tanaka dorayadanna mukuti. Purandaradasaru writes. Unless and until we unconditionally surrender ourselves to a guru, mukti moksha not possible. Nothing is possible for us. We learnt our alphabets, we learnt 1, 2, 3, 4, math. Everything we learnt only with the help of a guru. We can't cook without somebody teaching us. So without a guru, nothing is possible. Spiritual journey, of course, is impossible without a guru. So therefore he is saying, hey great devotee of the lotus feet of the teacher. The teacher's feet are likened to a lotus. Why lotus? Beautiful it is, very fragrant it is, the texture is very soft. When we see the petals aligned also, so beautifully they are aligned. It stands for symmetry. And the lotus blooms only when the sun comes up. So the lotus indicates not that the teacher's feet is like the lotus. It's a way of indicating to us. Therefore, the teacher's feet stand for knowledge. This teacher's feet stands for equanimity. The teacher's feet stands for Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, beauty. The teacher's feet stands for symmetry, balance. Come what may, he never goes out of balance. Yoga Ratova, Bhoga Ratova, we have seen in Bhajagovindam itself. So therefore, a devotee of the lotus feet of the teacher, samsarat, achirat, bhava muktaha. Bhava means may you become. May you become what? May you become totally free, mukta. Free from what, sir? Samsarat. Achirat means soon enough. How soon? It all depends on how we are walking the spiritual path. How much of me is invested in the spiritual path will determine how quickly we will be able to reach the end of our spiritual journey. So Achirat means soon enough. Soon enough, he says, may you become freed from samsara. Samsara stands for the realm of change. That which comes and goes is samsara. So may you become free from the persecutions which are all there in the realm of change. Means from the realm of change, may you enter into the changeless state. The changeless state is mukti, moksha, this God state of consciousness, the state of enlightenment. How to do that? Sendriya manasa niyamat eva. This is possible only through the discipline of our indriyas and the mind. Indriyas mean jnanendriyas and karmendriyas. Organs, sense organs of perception 5, organs of action 5 plus the mind. We don't have anything else other than this. So mind means mind intellect. So all our equipment should be well under our control. They should all be integrated. They should all align themselves. So body, mind and intellect. Body means indriyas are there, jnanendriyas and karmendriyas. All of them should be disciplined, well under control. Only then keep them under control. Start your spiritual journey means meditation. In the seat of meditation, may you get liberated. From what? From the realm of change. Drakshasi nija hridayastam devam. May you be able to see, or you will be able to see. See in quotes. It doesn't mean physically to see. Yes, Saguna realization is also there. All our saints, they have seen the Lord in front of them. Krishna Murti Kanna Munde. Dasaru says, Tyagaraja Swami saw Rama in front of him. Tukaram saw Vitala in front of him. So Drakshasi, see, there it means to see, or it also means to experience within oneself. So both Saguna and Nirguna both taken care of. To see the Lord where? Not outside of us. To see Him within ourselves. Nija hridayastham. Hridayastham means seated in, staying in, dwelling in, rooted in. So where? In my own heart, in our own hearts, may we be able to see, or may we be able to experience that Lord of all Lords, or that supremost state, which is termed as Brahman in the Upanishads. Or Rama, it can be Shiva, it can be Devi, it can be Hanumanji, it can be any of our Ishta Devatas. So may we see the Lord within our own heart, or may you experience Him in yourself. Like I said, Advaita taken, Nirguna also taken into consideration, Saguna also taken into consideration. So therefore the teacher over here is blessing us all. It's a direct speech. Oh, hey Bhakta, who is devoted and has unconditionally surrendered to the Guru's feet, may you attain to that state of enlightenment. May you see the Lord within yourself. May you experience Him within yourself. That it's not that He is there and I am there. I am He and He is me. That's the fulfillment that finally a spiritual seeker seeks, and he gets fulfilled in it. For all this to happen, where should we start from? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Before we conclude, we will read the chorus again and then we will conclude the class. The first verse. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrin Karani. It started with that. So the teacher is telling us over there, change is in front of you. Change is not comfortable at all. That change can be any change, or it can be the final last change, death itself. So when we were born into a realm of change. We can't escape it. And in that realm of change, one of the factors is death also, which will come and change everything for us. Don't you know it's already there with you? Only it's not come in front of you. And when it comes in front of you, nothing can help you. Nothing will help us. Nothing we can take. And nobody can help us. Then who is the only one who can help us, who will stand by us during all change that happens to us in our life's journey, and also at the end Who will stand by us? Who is the sole refuge for us? Who is the sole support for us? It is only the Lord. Therefore, start seeking Him now only. At the end, it's very difficult. Who knows whether we will remember the Lord at the end, when we are quitting our physical body, exiting our physical body. We do not know whether Lord's thoughts will come to us or not. Therefore, we program ourselves right from now on. So how can we do it? He's telling us, seek Govind. Seek the Lord. Seek the Lord. Lord alone you should seek. There is nothing else for us to seek. So with this, the Bhajagovindam text is complete. Like I already said, it's a very beautiful 31 stanza text, small one. Simple it is, but it has got profound philosophy. Easy for us also to memorize, and it's got a lot of, there is a melody about it, there is rhyme, there is rhythm, so easily we can even memorize and we can chant it also. And is it only good for chanting? No, it's got a lot of philosophy in it also. We can see the essence of the Gita in it, the essence of the Upanishads in it, if we go into it in depth.